Surface restoration, and actually we were doing a remodel on her home, and she was sick of tearing things out, and we talked about what could do. Well, it was cultured marble sinks like this one, right?
It was.
And she said, I'm sick of tearing things up, and I said, what about restoration or refinishing? And next thing I know, they buy the franchise.
Yes, this is a before and after. What we do is we chemically bond a new coating to the existing surface.
Okay.
We don't use acid at all. We don't harm the surface. We give 5-year warranties.
That's nice.
These coatings are designed to last 10, 15 years or longer. We probably have anywhere from 26, sometimes I carry 28 different
These are
colors.
pretty, and they have texture.
They do.
That's nice.
They come in browns and grays, and we do the counters too, the kitchen counters. We can put a new coating over it. It actually hides the edges that you normally see that are exposed. Or
exactly where the wear is.
Yep, or we can add the bullnose to it.
How long does it take, this process?
We generally can do it in a day and a half. Some of these bathroom counters we can do in a day.
Nice.
And they're ready to use 24 hours later.
Some of these techniques caught my eye with the faux painting. This is really interesting. She calls it Mardi Gras. I like that name. Mardi Gras is a cool name. I love the different layers of color. They work beautifully together, and the metallics. Metallics are really important in faux because I think when people do faux, they want that little bit of gloss. This is very pretty too, very subtle. This looks like Venetian plaster, which is a very expensive technique. The Venetian plaster is a multi-layer technique, and then it has to be hand burnished. It's usually at least 5 applications. Therefore, it's a little more costly because of the time that it takes. But I love the different layers that this artist does. So I noticed this Venetian plaster. This is a really nice, this is a very traditional Venetian plaster. The other had more depth and more color and was a little darker. But a lot of times they like this marbleized look. And there's actually crushed marble in the compound that you use. This is very burnished. It feels delicious. It feels cool to the touch. It feels like real stone. It's very shiny and slick. This is beautiful. This is an interesting technique. She's got a good amount of troweling with a lot of texture. And then she's gone in and done a very light stencil. It's even raised. So she's stenciled with a compound and then painted it with this little bit of a silver. It's almost like a watermark, almost unnoticeable from across the room. That's very, very pretty. So when you're considering faux, you might think about the budget, because faux takes a lot of work, handwork by an artist. You can start with an entry level where you have a couple of colors, not maybe a whole lot more texture than what was originally on your wall. When you add to the budget, you can do more extensive patterning and troweling, or you can even do embossed textures. Probably one of the more expensive would be this at the bottom, where this is heavily embossed. That's several layers, and then there's faux applied all over with glazing. This mulch just kind of caught my eye. I liked the different colors. I like the different textures.
These are a dyed mulch. It's called a cherry charcoal. It's got a burgundy look. This is a red mulch. It's really, I mean, it goes with more of a stucco-looking house, a Mexican landscape, style. The black is the most popular. It's pretty much what everybody uses. This is the cedar is really designed for, it's like a pest control.
That's this one?
Yes, ma'am.
I think that's pretty too.
This is aged soil. It's been aged for about 2 years. It's got sand, peat moss, and a lot of organics in it. And this is our premium brown mulch. And then our regular brown mulch, which is a little bit cheaper.
So is this the kind of thing where people have a preference according maybe to their taste or the style of their home?
Yeah, of course. I mean, any style of landscape is really designed, to go with the house. I mean, so you use, colors that, match up with the house.
The exterior.
With your mulches, just all different types of things.
We'll talk about bathroom upgrades. One of the best things you can do is add a new basin. Jennifer, is this, and this is on top of the cabinet?
Yes, it's called a vessel sink. It sits on top of your cabinets, and your faucet will come over from the back or on the side. It's called a vessel filler.
Now, I find these are messy because of splashing. Isn't there like just the perfect angle you can put the water, can fall at the right angle?
They can do it a wall mount where it'll come out and just hit right there in
right
the drain.
Into the drain. Good thinking. I liked this etching, I guess it is, on this stainless steel. That's beautiful. Very discreet, but just a pretty little touch. And then as we're moving along, I noticed this sink, and I was trying to figure out, what do you like? Prep here, and it goes into the drain, and then you showed me that it's actually a martini glass.
And a little olive on the
with
faucet.
The olive That's just hilarious. So how does this work?
Just pull it
Oh
forward.
my